Tranmere have good fans? Not really, no. They're not very good fans, to be fair. It's like last time we went to Tranmere, they gave us a load of shit, and then they got really arsey of us on the way out. Salford is a good team. They just need the money thrown at it. They gave us a good game when we played you, when Mellons scored the last goal of the game to win it. And Kilty still, he looks like he can be a bit of an hard nut. He's built like a tank, politely putting it. He's no nonsense, yeah. It's like you don't want to start a fight with him. Bradford lucky I get 5. Thank you for the Turkish kebab. Quality. How's it going, Dylan? Lola. Up the chicken, welcome. How's it going, Michael? Alright, Bradley, lad, you alright, mate? Sarah, hope you're well. Freddie, I'm not taking any guests on here. If you want to come and join, head over to Chickens on the Loose on X. Thank you for the follow, Hayden. How's it going, Debbie? Wakey, wakey, I'm awake. Cliff, I'm awake. Just falling asleep here because no one's joined yet. Starting at 6. Looks like I'll be talking to myself for a couple of hours work on my own, typically. Jackie, alright? Hope you do well this year, bud, in Premier League. All Leeds, aren't we? Hey, oh, DJ Lee. Oh, good lad. Yeah, it should be a good one. Can you hear me, Lee?
I can, mate. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'll see you at 6, mate.
No worries. See you then.
Straight back down to you boys next season. How's it going, Bella? Hope you're well. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the share, Lee. Or Leah, sorry. We'll be starting at 6 o'clock, everybody. So if you feel free, answer questions to the panel. And also, if you fancy joining, head over to X, aka Twitter, and search for Chickens on the Loose podcast, and you'll find me. We are going to be live on all podcast services. What attendance do you reckon it will get on Saturday? I reckon it'll be about 24,000, I hope. Rabo, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. If you feel free, head over to Chickens on the Loose on X, and we're going to talk about the Morecambe situation today. So if you feel like you want to come over, we'll have a chat about it. Also, if anyone does want to come along, talk about football. We are Premier League to National League, but today we are concentrating on the EFL League 2 because we're talking about Bradford City tomorrow in another space where we're talking about the Bradford Wycombe game tomorrow on X. So we'll be talking about Bradford tomorrow. Mainly we'll be talking about League 2 teams today and going through the score predictions. I'm a Cassie Boo. It's a great name. Hey up, Hicksy! Long time no see! Biggest bottle job in the world. How are you getting on, Hicksy? I've seen you in ages, mate. Hicksy, if you feel like you want to come and have a chat on X, mate, head over to X. HMS Pistol League version 2. Oh, don't make me laugh. Oh, Hicksy, come over, mate. You know you want to come over to X and have a chat about Walsall. We will be talking about Walsall. So we're talking about the Morecambe situation. Talking about basically transfer news, what breaks. Also situation at Sheffield Wednesday. Can't get them too muddled up. So Morecambe, Sheffield Wednesday, latest transfer news, and also we'll go through each team individually with teams and stuff happening. Ooh, everyone's appearing now. I've been going through everything in my head all day as well, trying to get it right. It's really horrible. It's horrible being a podcaster. You have to try to remember everything. I need to keep that statement up there. Oh no, I've Right, let's get this show on the road, shall we? Wherever you're at in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and welcome to the football show from the Premier League to the National League. And in today's show, we'll be talking about the EFL preview and we'll be talking about League 2. But before we get the ball rolling on that, we'll be talking about Morecambe, we'll be talking about Sheffield Wednesday. Obviously, we'll go through each team individually from League 2, getting score predictions from everybody. Also, if you want to shout about, vent about anything. Also, what's on your plate. And also the ask question section where you can ask any question you want to anybody. And also the dreaded question where I ask, well, these guys don't have a clue what's coming. So if you do feel like if you feel free, like you want to come and join, head over to Chickens on the Loose podcast on Twitter, aka X. Also, if you feel like joining, head over there. We're live on all socials, so let's get this ball rolling. So I should be joined by the view from Medway Fancast. Hopefully he can hear me.
Hey there, mate. You right?
Yourself. Also joined by Jack, who's a regular on this podcast now, and also
Good evening, Johnny.
Good evening, Jack, and also hangs around on Chickens on the Loose. We've got Mark, who also, or Mr. T, who also is a regular on the football show. Are you there, Mr. T? Can you hear me? He must have nodded off again. We should be joined by DJ Lee, who hangs around on Chickens on the Loose podcast.
Ain't going on no airplane fool.
You alright, Lee, bud? You okay, Lee? Can you hear me?
Yep, I'm good now, mate. They've all buggered off, left us in peace. House is a mess.
Sound. Right.
No changes, does it, with grandkids?
Yeah. So we're going to start off with the Morecambe situation, guys. And in the last 54 minutes precise, there's been a statement from Punjab Warriors where Morecambe Football Club on the brink. The academy closes this Friday. The club academy will cease operation by the end of the week. No insurance in place. Player and staff no longer afford basic cost of travel. Parents and player agents are required released to leave the club immediately. And then it's got losing out on the academy will devastate for local children, aspiring footballers. This is a hammer blow to the community. And then number 2, the doors are locked. 0 funds remain. As of Monday, the 4th of August, the club is officially shut. There'll be £0 in the bank. No cash on site means operation cannot continue. And senior staff have taken the heartbreaking decision to stop working after months of holding the club together under impossible circumstances. A proud 105-year-old institute is now completely stalled. And then going on to urgent appeal to shareholders. So this is from Punjab Warriors. I've actually emailed them and tweeted them out because I want them to come and join the podcast today to tell us what is the latest situation, but I doubt it, they'll get back to me. But we'll make an urgent joint appeal to all connected parties, most notable the Charles Street Finance Limited, to act, oh my god, names that I can't pronounce, and exhaust very possible options to keep the club alive. Any assistance now would be remembered forever by the people of Morecambe. And the final plea: without agreement today, the club will dramatically basically go under. Staff and players are leaving. Soon there'll be nothing left to sell. Jason Wickenham, your legacy is in your hands. You remember that Morecambe, not for your intention, but the outcome of today. Do the right thing, stop the suffering, and then Punjab Warriors are ready to have reached out daily, complete their. Basically, they want to buy the club, and the fans, the majority shareholders, the community, and your stakeholders all want the same thing for this club to survive. And then they put sign the deal, save the club today, and basically the Morecambe owner, get off your fat ass and save Morecambe Football Club before it goes under. So starting off with the view from Medway, what's your thoughts on the situation at Morecambe?
Oh, it's horrible, mate, isn't it? I mean, no club wants to be in this position, and especially Morecambe. You know that they're great fans. I get on great with a couple of them. Great with a lot of them actually. I mean, we've had fans on our show from Morecambe this last season just gone. Before they went down, and Jason Whitcomb clearly doesn't know his arse from his elbow. He's not really helping him, is he? He's just kind of a self-gluttonous prick, really, that's trying to take something down because he's too proud to sell up. Kind of like us a couple of seasons ago, really, before Brad and Shannon came in. If we'd have gone down into National League, I'm pretty sure the same kind of thing would have happened to us under Scally. So I do really, really feel for him, and we really need to work away within the system where this kind of thing can't happen, because it's not the first club it's happened to. You look at Bury, yeah, and the likes of them. It's just absolutely terrible, mate.
Mr. T, what about your thoughts on Morecambe if you're still here?
I'm still here, mate. Sorry, I couldn't hear you before. It's a brand new phone, so I'm still getting used to it. So with Morecambe, it's just unfortunately I don't see it going any other way other than under, which is so sad. But he's done it before. He did it with the rugby club. I think he'll do it again. I think it'll be one man's plight to ruin the club. You've only got to look at the guy that was in charge of Bury. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he did exactly the same thing. And because he was so stubborn, he then put the club into receivership. And I see this going no other way. I think the statement's interesting, but will he sign? I don't see it coming. I really don't.
And before we go to Jack, we've had a TikTok come in from the Fat Fryer, that's with a PH. Blame the owner. Without sustainability business plan, they can't rely on central funding. We also had Hicksy, who's a big Walsall fan. Free Markham 100 times, some class away days. So people are feeling that Markham, and we'll get back to that in a minute. Jack, what about yourself, bud? What's your thoughts on Markham? Again.
Yeah, just agreeing with them to what they've said. It shouldn't happen, but at the end of the day, it has. The owner is an absolute snide ass prick. Um, all he wants is, I'd say money, but it's not money, is it? Because he's got no money. Um, it's not fair on the fans, and it definitely isn't fair on the staff and the players. At the end of the day, like they've got no football club to play for now. Obviously, they got suspended, and now they've basically turned around in the statement, like you said, they're closing the academy tomorrow, which kids are going to be absolutely distraught because obviously when people want to play football and it's there, yeah. And then you've got on Monday, you've got the whole club just disappearing, and it's like these two said, it's another Bury and it's another Macclesfield. It's stupid, and like Mark T said, all that's going to happen is going under.
Yeah. Lee, what about yourself, bud? I know you've been a Bradford City fan for ages and you've seen, I think, two administrations. So, what's your thoughts on the Markham situation?
I just can't help, excuse me, can't help thinking that recent news, if anybody's seen it from FL, from EFL, from Football League, from wherever it's come from, and it's apparently genuine, they're on about looking at how to save clubs from this predicament. And I just feel so sorry for Morecambe. My cousin were a fullback for him for about 4 or 5 years. I know he's gutted about it, but these people get in and take over clubs. There's no checks on them. So if he's got a fiver in his back pocket and he gives it to this one, he gets in. That's got to stop. People that can't do the job shouldn't be allowed to own a football club. And he's completely bollocks an awful lot of people, ruined their lives in some cases, that's followed Morecambe since they were non-league. It's just terrible. It should never happen. And at last, the Football League are doing something about it. Let's hope they do enough. I don't think it'll be enough for Morecambe. Their route back will be through non-league. I remember Park Avenue going out of business. I played against them in Sunday League, in Bradford League. Do you know, on a Sunday, you wouldn't think Park Avenue would have a team in the Sunday League, but they did. But they got back, and they've not made it back to ranks of professional football yet, but I hope they do. I really hope they do. It's just terrible. Shouldn't happen. But it is. And these people get in without being thoroughly checked, whether they're competent or, all the checks that they need to be done. Not just because he's got a few quid in his pocket when he turned up. That's just wrong.
Yeah, and
that's my opinion on that.
Sorry, before we get to Danny, we've had Hicks.
Yeah, it's quite funny, Lee, as well. Sorry, mate. So
Carry on. So carry on, bud.
Proper person. It's a fit and proper persons test, and there's no fit and proper people to actually conduct that test, really, is there?
No, but it's got to start somewhere, hasn't it? You know, a chancer coming in must have no chance of ever being able to seriously take over a football club.
Yeah. So before we get to Danny, we've had Hixie again on X. Amazing ground, amazing history, amazing fans. It's such a shame. These things shouldn't be allowed to happen. 100% agree with you there, Hixie. Morecambe is a massive club, and probably everybody here has probably spent a day in Morecambe, gone to watch the football, made a proper day out of it. I know Bradford City fans, I don't need, probably include myself and others, when Derek Adams went there, we thought, oh, he's going to... when Derek Adams has been at Morecambe, he's beaten Bradford, and obviously there's banter there and stuff between both teams, but I really do hope Morecambe survive, and I hope the owner gets off his fat ass and signs that deal now to save Morecambe, because it'd be absolutely disgusting if Morecambe fail and go under. So Danny, what's your thoughts on the Morecambe situation?
Yeah, all right, pal. Yeah, Markham, wow. It's kind of like, can't believe this kind of stuff still goes on. Obviously, we Rovers done it. It happened to us nearly enough in 1998. I mean, you're going back, what, nearly 30 years, you know, since it happened to us, and this stuff still happens today. It, not just us, though, has it, really? I mean, there were older shop before us in 98, what went out of business. Just as recent as Southend United, Rochdale, Bury, like we said, uh, amongst other clubs. I just can't believe it happens time and time again. Hey, this fit and proper test hasn't just come about in the last couple of weeks. It's been around for years, and yet it's failed every time. Um, I don't even know what is the fit and proper test.
They haven't actually looked at it properly, have they? And so
no, that's
tried
it.
to enforce anything. That's
No,
why
that's it.
Halifax went out of the league. Bradford City in 70s almost went out of existence totally.
Yeah, it's like our owner, Ken Richardson. You know, he kind of like tried burning our ground down, you know, and stuff like that. It was just ridiculous what happened with us, you know. But when we got relegated to conference, well, it was back then conference, National League now, and we had no kit, we had nothing. You know, we had to have the kit, we had to borrow his kit from Sheffield United and stuff like that. It's just ridiculous what's happening to Morecambe. Like you said, it's a good day out, you know, it's a brilliant day, isn't it, for an away day. Good people as well, they're really sound, small club. But like you said, with them going, if they do go out of business, which is looking more than likely with that latest statement from uh, Warrior Group, it's, yeah, I mean, look, Wimbledon managed to come back. I know it was different circumstances and stuff like that. Maybe starting again is probably a better option for Morecambe. I know that's harsh to say it because
as it stands, Sheffield Wednesday could be added to that in short
exactly.
term as well.
Yeah,
And a
Sheffield
club like
Wednesday.
Sheffield Wednesday with their history.
Well,
Bloody Chansiri or whatever his name is.
yeah, but you can say every club's got history, though, mate. I mean, it don't really how big or small you
No,
are.
I'm talking about a club
Yeah,
the
yeah,
size of
yeah, yeah.
Sheffield Wednesday, one of the
Yeah.
best grounds in the football league at one time. Not now,
Oh.
in the modern day, but
Yeah, I'm doing.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
doing
Well, it should never happen.
Oh, absolutely. I agree. But with them, with Wednesdays, it's a completely different situation, kind of, because their fan base is so loyal that they will keep on going and keep on lining Chansiri's pockets because they're stupid, because they're loyal. And to be honest with you, I'd the same. I'll still go to a game, you know, if I were in that situation. But yeah, with it all, it's just a mess, isn't it, really? And this latest governing body bill, whether it is, you know, law, what's been passed, it's come too late for me. Years too late for me, personally.
exactly what I said. It is too late for clubs at the moment this season. And when will it kick in? Do we know much about it? They haven't said much,
Yeah,
other than basically what it is, and it is basic what they've told us.
I think it's law now, isn't it? So it's already kicked in. It's just come a bit too late for Markham's sake, unfortunately. So whoever's going to take over Chef Wednesday next, hopefully, so or Markham, you have to pass that law as well.
So we're going to talk about Sheffield Wednesday in a couple of minutes, guys. So have you got any last words on Markham, any of you?
Just I hope they survive. I really do. Family tie with my cousin, and just hope they survive. But I can't see how they can.
Yeah, same here. I hope Markham do survive. And I'm going to leave the last words to Hicksy. If he sucks at rugby club or rugby, why is he allowed another chance? I've been seeing stuff about that Hicksy on, because I listen to quite a lot of podcasts at work and on about Markham and the ownership. And I think he's just a prick, politely putting it. He's ruining clubs one by one, and he should never, ever, ever be able to be an owner of a football club, rugby club. He can't even manage a golf club. So yeah, that's that on that. So then moving on now to Sheffield Wednesday. And the short story on Sheffield Wednesday, people who don't know, Sheffield Wednesday, massive club, and the owner doesn't want to sell, but then he's charging like kids 40 quid for a ticket and stuff like that, 50 quid for stuff. But it's now come out that Sheffield Wednesday have now basically not paid the players again. The North Stand has been closed by the council due to health and safety reasons. And I think it's going to personally go the same way as Markham, where they've not got a lot of players. I think they've got about 16 players in the team. So starting off with the View, what's your thoughts on the Sheffield Wednesday situation?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same, isn't it, mate? Big fat cats that think that they can come into English football. They think that they can do something and they can't. Chan Siri is clearly out of his depth with that. I mean, I've got friends that are Sheffield United fans, Sheffield Wednesday fans, and they're absolutely distraught about it. Danny Roll's gone now. He came back, but then he'd gone. He came back and then he's gone again. Sorry, the kids are screaming in the background. He's just out of touch. Again, it just generally goes down to that whole thing of the fit and proper person test isn't fit and proper, and the people that are conducting that aren't fit and proper to actually think it is. So yeah, it's a shame because they are a big club. When I was growing up there in the Premier League, and seeing them there, and the stadium's absolutely amazing. I've been there before. The atmosphere's great. It's just a shame to see another one of these clubs, and a club that's even higher up the divisions as well, which is quite alarming for me as well. Like you don't sit there and think, oh, okay, well just because they're lower down that they don't deserve the right treatment. But when you're in the Championship, you know, surely there should be something there that's in place for a higher up club as well to just. It's just exasperating, mate. I just can't understand it. I just really cannot understand the mindset of everything else. It's just absolutely ridiculous.
Hicksy, that comment you just sent on Twitter, is that Sheffield Wednesday or is that Markham? What you just sent me there. Jack, what about yourself? What's your thoughts on Sheffield Wednesday?
Yeah, it's another. In my opinion, like you said, it's going to be another Markham situation. Obviously, you've got them not pay well, the owner not paying the players. You've got obviously the stadium falling apart. It's just some massive mess in it. It's gonna end up the same as Markham. That's all I can say really. It's just stupid.
Danny?
Yeah, Chef Wednesday, yeah, big local club to me. I work with quite a few Wednesday fans, and area where I live, it's big, big area for Wednesday fans. But it's kind of like the site transfer series just drained them all of the money. The loyal fan base, like I said, they're a massive loyalty club. They, yeah, keep lining his pockets, and that's what he's done. You can even go around ground. I forgot when Chansiri took over. I think about 4 or 5 years ago now. They've changed the club crest since, and just even still got like the old club crest around the ground and stuff. It's like as if, like I've said, it's just drained all the money from supporters, took it off himself, and not reinvested it really. And it's just kind of like been living off the TV money. But now, today, I read a statement today on Twitter saying that the TV money ain't guaranteed either. There's an article in the contract about the TV money, and I think they're in breach of it. So they're not even going to get the TV money now. So they're going to be even deeper in shit, basically. So, like you said, I don't think the Leicester game will go ahead. I think it'll get cancelled next week, and I think same situation as Markham. I think first couple of games are just going to get postponed. I think players are just going to refuse to play as well. They've paid some of the players today, but they've only paid the ones they want to keep, from breach of contract kind of thing, where they can walk away after so many failed wage payments. They've only paid so many players. So yeah, it speaks for itself, really, doesn't it? It's a sad state of affairs, really, for Wednesday. Same as Markham, it's just shocking to see it all happening, really. Just sorry, just one more thing as well. Just football clubs, to everybody who's listening and stuff like that. I mean, I know we all support different clubs and stuff, but it's kind of like a football club is more than a football club to each and every one of us. It's a community, isn't it? You go to games, and you see people at games who you only see at games, and you get that friendship, and you talk over football and stuff like that, and you all bond together, like, and stuff. Football club is more than a football club. It's a community, and it means everything, doesn't it, to most people? Sometimes it's only time a week you get to go out or whatever to some people. So it's just sad it's happening again to English game, really.
Yeah. And before I get to Lee, Hicksy's just sent me a message. He says he saw something on Facebook earlier that Sheffield Wednesday ain't paying for accommodation, and the players have to carpool and pay for their own hotel. It's such a shame. DJ Lee, what about yourself? What's your thoughts on Sheffield?
I just echo everything that's been said. Sheffield Wednesday, massive club. You would like to think that things would be run right there. They should be held up as an example of how to run your football club. You can't really do that with Sanseri, can you? He's just a wanker in charge of a very large club, of a very large group of people. And I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't set foot on premises ever again, because Sheffield can be very unforgiving with people that, and who'd blame him? Who'd blame him? He's just ripping them off now.
Yeah.
Just being stubborn for what? Pride? Don't think so. He's got no to be proud of there, has he? He's done nothing for that club except rip them off. He deserves all he gets.
So
And I do mean that in a bad way.
Yeah. So before we move on to the next part, just to let people know, we're talking about EFL League 2 in the next couple of minutes. We'll be talking about League 1 tomorrow when the Chickens on the Loose Bradford vs Wickham podcast returns back tomorrow. But we're talking about League 1 games tomorrow. So, League 2, basically I'm going to go through each individual League 2 team who are playing on Saturday at 3 o'clock. I'm just going to say basically what score you think it is. So, Accrington Stanley Gillingham. I think Gillingham are going to win that 1-0. Jack, what about yourself?
Yeah, I agree with you there, Johnny. Gillingham 1-0.
Lee?
I've got Gillingham as 2-0.
Okay. Then we've got Barnet Fleetwood, and I think Fleetwood are going to win that 2-0. Jack?
I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw after watching Barnet the other day.
DJ Lee?
Who's Barnet got again?
Fleetwood.
Barnet, Fleetwood. Yeah. I can see a draw there, one apiece.
Okay, and then next game is Bristol Rovers Harrogate. I went to watch Harrogate the other week against Barnsley, and Harrogate was absolute poor. So I think Bristol are going to win that 3-0. Jack?
I think Bristol will win 3-1.
Lee?
Nobody wants to lose the first game, but I think Bristol 1-0. Because Bristol have lost some players, haven't they? So I think they might struggle.
And then we've got Cambridge Cheltenham. I think Cambridge are going to win that 1-0. Jack?
Cambridge 2-0.
Lee?
I'll go 2-0 as well, Cambridge.
Then we've got Chesterfield Barrow. I think Chesterfield are going to win that 3-0. Jack?
Who's Chesterfield got, sorry?
Barrow.
Yeah, Chesterfield 3-0.
Lee?
I'm going to go 2-0, Chesterfield.
Then we've got Colchester Tranmere. And for Bradford fans who are listening, basically Smallwood's now being appointed Tranmere Rovers captain. So, I hope Colchester win 1-0. Jack?
One 0 to Tranmere.
Lee?
Colchester 2-0.
Okay, we've got Grimsby versus Crawley. Grimsby have signed Jamie Walker from Bradford. I know there was a question earlier about what I thoughts on Jamie Walker from... Where is it? From Paul Roberts on TikTok. I think Jamie Walker's a good player, but he is injury prone. So I'm going to go on that 1-0 Grimsby. Jack?
2-1 Grimsby with Jamie Walker scoring 2 goals.
Lee?
You read my mind, 2-1 Grimsby. Jamie Walker gets a brace.
Cardiff City fan, thank you for the gifts on TikTok. We've got a bit of a biggish game. We've got Fake Dons, aka MK Dons versus Oldham Athletic. Big spending MK Dons. I think MK Dons are going to win. I'm going to go 4-0 MK Dons. Jack?
I think Oldham can surprise us, and I think it's going to be 2-0 to Oldham.
Lee?
Are you reading my little notes here? 2-0 Oldham. All day long.
Then we've got Notts County, Newport versus Notts County, and Notts County under a new manager. I think Newport under a new manager as well. I think Newport are going to win 1-0. Jack?
After seeing them play on Saturday, as I did go to Meadow Lane on Saturday when they played Cardiff, they were really good. So I'd like to say that it's going to be 2-0 to County.
DJ Lee?
Not County.
Notts County 1-0. Newport are going to struggle, I think.
And then we've got Salford Crew. Salford is a bit of a tricky case. So basically, the class of '92 did own it. Then Gary Neville and some Irish bloke bought it, so they're now under new ownership. They've brought in a few players. I know they brought in the goalkeeper who played at Wrexham. I think Mark Howard is his name, if I remember him correctly. So Salford, I think are going to win. I'm going to go Salford are going to win 3-0. Jack?
2-1 Salford.
DJ Lee?
I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw.
Okay. And then we've got Shrewsbury Town versus Bromley. Shrewsbury just come down from obviously League 1 to League 2. And Bromley was the dark horse, or the underdog, shall we say, last season. So I think they're going to carry on their underdog status. I think Bromley are going to win 2-0. Jack?
2-1 Bromley.
DJ Lee?
2-0 Bromley. I think they're going to keep improving.
Then we've got Hicks's favourite team, FC Bottlers, Walsall versus Swindon Town. I personally think Swindon Town are going to win 1-0 and possibly the Walsall manager be the first manager to get sacked. Jack, yourself?
Who have Walsall got against Swindon?
Swindon. Walsall are at home.
4-0 Swindon.
Wow. DJ Lee?
I'll go 2-1 Swindon.
Okay. Right. Is any of you two got anything you want to chat about, shout about, vent about anything, Jack?
There is one game that you've missed. And yeah, I get it's League 1. But there is a game tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm doing that tomorrow, mate.
All right. No, I've got nothing to vent about, I don't think.
DJ Lee?
No, happy as I can be at the moment.
Vent. I've just had enough of Sky Sports, really, prattling about everything and moving stuff about.
Oh, that's one thing that I do want to vent about, actually. Now you've mentioned Sky Sports.
Yeah, me too.
Port Vale at home on a Monday. Why are we playing football on a Monday? Like, Sky Sports is just... I get the season hasn't started yet, and we know that we've made the deal. But why is it being moved to a Monday? And then obviously Rotherham United on a Thursday. And they're both home games. So...
Rotherham's away.
For me, it's quite of a big issue because obviously I don't live in Bradford, and it's travel and it's trains on the way back are absolute nightmares. So I think Sky Sports is just ruining football at this moment in time.
So Hicksy thinks it's going to be 3-0 Newport. Hicksy, who's a massive Walsall fan, Bottle Jobs FC 2-1 there, and Sky need to F off now. Yeah, so with Sky, obviously the Rotherham game's been moved from a Saturday to a Thursday. I'm able to go because I booked time off work and stuff, but it's just a bit of a piss take that Sky moving stuff about, and I feel like this is going to be the new norm. So, Jack or Lee, have you got any last words? Or do you want to ask each other a question?
No, I agree. It ends enough. Guy, please do it. Do it soon.
So, Jack and Lee, the question what I want to ask you two. So, Lee, I know you've been on off recently, last couple of weeks, but this is where the part where, like, obviously the podcast is unscripted, so you guys sometimes do not have a clue what question I'm going to ask. And the question
I've got a clue most days, mate.
Same here, mate. I don't even know sometimes what I'm doing. Would you like VAR in the EFL?
You can go first, Lee.
No, I wouldn't. I like a referee that has a pair and that can make a decision. But what I would like to see with that is the linos actually get to put the flags up like they used to do back in good old days. I know I'm being a fossil now. But linesmen used to be able to say, "Oi, ref, this happened here." They don't do that anymore. They just stick the flag up for offside and that's about all they do. Proper officials, not some of these characters we get now. They're just clowns now.
Yeah, I get it, yeah. Yeah, I agree with Lee there. VAR should not be part of football. As you've seen, it can ruin football, as we've seen with the England Euros. You can look at the Premier League. It's no VAR for me.
And I think we should get VAR in the EFL because there's some decisions last season. Obviously, Smallwood's tackle against Swindon, and obviously the Tranmere decision, where if VAR intervened, I think the penalty wouldn't have been given, and Smallwood.
Can I just put in there?
Yeah, go for it.
I agree with the Tranmere thing. I really agree with that. That should never be a penalty. But the Smallwood red card, in my opinion, it was a little bit of a red card. There was no need to go for the ball.
He left
But
his
yeah,
leg in, didn't he, trailing, and that's what caught him. So
Yeah.
some refs give it, some refs don't. If it had been just down to the ref, and which it was on the day, it'd have probably still been a red card over and over again.
Yep, 100%. And I think so. Like it's so like the Tranmere thing when they conceded that when we conceded their penalty, when they got the penalty, he said the guy's celebration was shocking, and I think he should have got booked for that because that's unsportsmanship. And obviously against Swindon as well, when they scored in the 94th minute to put the fifth goal in, and they decided to three of them decided to go over Jack Shepherd and basically scream in his face and have that.
Yeah,
I think you should
I
get booked for
totally
that.
agree with. I totally agree with.
And Jack, do you know we normally get people on this podcast who like to throw their fishing rod out and get a bite?
Yes.
And we've got Hicks here, who's a massive Walsall fan, FC Bottle Jobs.
You mean FC Bottle Jobs, yeah?
Yeah, FC Bottle Jobs. And he's put this. So I'm going to get your live reaction to it, Jack and DJ Lee. He's put, your goal would have been offside if VAR was about, and we would have gone up. So what was your thoughts on that? If VAR was in,
it was an own goal.
It was an own goal. It has been proven conclusively.
It's been proven by the
hit the
EFL.
defender and went in.
And it's been
Sarsfield's
proven by
never
Sarsfield.
touched it, and I don't care. We're in Division 1. Where are Walsall again?
They thought they won the league at Christmas. Come on.
They did, and they bottled it totally. Absolutely.
They came to Bradford and went home crying.
Yes.
And then we saw you crying on Wembley Way.
So before we get to what's on your plate, Lucas is put, do you think Smallwood is a big loss? Nah, not a big loss.
No.
It was okay in midfield, but he could not cross.
His set pieces were absolutely shocking.
Yep, they were shite.
I'm not going to miss him, right? But one thing I think we will miss, and I don't know whether we've replaced it, is his ball winning. He couldn't pass a barn door, but he would never, ever shirk a tackle. Never.
I agree with that
Not
one.
in his nature. And that's what he is, a ball winner. He just needs to be able to give it to someone who knows what to do with it.
But if you see, we've got rid of Jamie Walker and we've got rid of Smallwood, but look at the players that we've brought in for likes of Max Power and Steve
Played
Humphrey.
for nearly 2 years, is it? Something on and off, bits and pieces.
But he's got that League One experience, hasn't he?
He has, but he hasn't been playing in England for the last 2 years, has he? So
Stephen Humphreys knows how to play League One football from Barnsley.
Again, another player that's on and off. When he's good, he's very good. When he's off, he's bloody awful. But we've had a few players like that. So
the only player that I'm quite worried about is Curtis Tilt.
Now he's surprised me in close season. He's been good.
Yeah, he's been good. But my most fear is the amount of cards he's going to get.
Yeah,
the more cards he's going to get.
I don't.
Yeah.
Well, he will, because he's another one that won't shirk a tackle.
Yeah.
I'm going to say we're going to talk about Bradford City tomorrow. Yes, Callie, I see you have joined. If you fancy joining,
Get carried away with City fans. We've missed him.
Yeah. So, Callie, I've sent you an invite.
Come on,
You've seen
City.
it, Sean.
Sorry.
I know we can't keep Lee down. We've kept him in a cupboard for the last couple of weeks, haven't we, Lee? So, right, Callie, you all right, love?
Yeah, hey up everyone. I've just joined as you were talking about Smallwood.
Have you got any thoughts on Smallwood?
I think he is a loss, if I'm honest. I think last season he had the best season we've ever had out of him. And I do think as a leader and a captain, I think he's a big loss.
So, Callie, we'll be speaking about Bradford and City tomorrow and stuff for the preview tomorrow if you'd like to join. But I want to get your thoughts if it's okay. Before we do, actually, how's your dog?
She's home and she's a bit high at minute. She's still on the sedation meds, but I've got a bit of a waiting game now for a week to see what's actually wrong with her.
Hope your dog pulls through, Callie, and let the owner stay strong.
Thank you.
So, what's your thoughts on Morecambe, Callie? I don't know if you've been in and out.
I feel quite. I mean, Derek Adams, I really don't like him, and I've made it plain that I don't like him. I don't like how he manages football clubs. But I do feel sorry for the team because I don't think the team have really done all wrong. I thought Tyson Fury might have saved them, but he hasn't. The amount of money he's got, it would have been peanuts to him. But
He said
yeah,
that
I
he
feel-
doesn't want to buy. He said that he doesn't want to buy the club because it's too much for his mental health or something. And
I'm
as
sorry.
well,
Right, that full statement you've just said. He's got how many millions in the bank? And
yeah,
he's
and he
got
has,
mental health.
and
I'm sorry.
and he still hasn't paid Dubois. You know, when they had their third fight, he still hasn't paid the winnings to Dubois yet either.
I just think it's. But yeah, I feel sorry for the team. I feel sorry for the players, and I feel sorry for the fans. How bad? I mean, if that had have happened to our club, it's just horrible situation to be in. But I think it's the management, isn't it? The management and that are to blame, not the players or the fans.
And more doom and gloom, Callie. Sheffield Wednesday. What's your thoughts on that?
I've not seen what's happened there. To be fair, I've missed that. Whatever that is.
Just an overview. The Sheffield Wednesday North Stand closed down due to it falling down, crumbling. Basically, people have not been paid for a while. Players have left, such as Josh Windass, who's moved to Wrexham on a free pick. Players are allowed to leave after they don't get a certain pay or something after a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that again, it's the club. It's got to be the management and the hierarchy, hasn't it? That's not doing the jobs right. I mean, we all slag. Everybody was slagging Ryan Sparks off, weren't they, at one point? Look what he's done for the club now. There's no haters anymore, is there? Because they've done so
Same
well.
applies to Rupp, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And meeting him at the fans forum is doing the right thing. He's absolutely doing the right thing, saying he's not going to buy the stadium yet because he wants to put money into that team that's going to be able to do really well in League One. And fair play to him.
He was lied to for a long time by Reich, wasn't he? Who
Yeah.
we took to court, but we won't probably ever get to find out what happened there. But
No,
that's what happened.
but it's sad when it happens in football clubs, and it's football clubs that have been going for donkey's years, and it's really sad that that's happening.
That's just the point, isn't it? If
Yeah.
it can affect somebody like Sheffield Wednesday,
Yeah, and they're quite a big club, aren't they?
anybody.
They've got the big fan base there, etc., and the
They
big
have
ground.
indeed.
Yeah.
And there's also rumours going round that apparently if Sheffield Wednesday do go through with this stuff, like they can still play, they have to ground share with Rotherham.
Oh, fuck it.
Oh, they'll love that.
I don't know if them rumours are true, but
I've
it's
not heard that.
going all around Facebook and Twitter and everything that
Oh.
Sheffield Wednesday has to have asked to share a ground with Rotherham.
Well, at least Rotherham ground will be full for a change. Then that's all I can say about that.
Callie, do you want to vent about anything?
No, just looking forward to Saturday. Looking forward to putting my new shirt on. Looking forward to welcoming all them new players that we've signed and give them a proper Valley Parade welcome.
And
I'd say,
With 25,000 fans behind you.
Yeah. Hopefully we fill it out with being the first home game. Hopefully it's as full as it was last season. And let's hope everybody brings them bloody flags back.
Sadly, I will be an armchair supporter this weekend.
Oh, bless you.
I know.
It's hard, isn't it? When I was thinking about something the other day, and I was thinking all these people like me and you, Jack, that travel quite
Yeah.
a way for home games, and for away games, it's the same thing. We should have more points added on, I think.
Exactly.
If I were
But we'll
able,
talk
I
about that.
would
We'll
not
talk
miss a
about that.
game. I wouldn't, but I'm not able, sadly.
No, you're not. No, you're a privileged armchair
No, I'm
supporter.
not. I don't feel very privileged, honestly. My wife, she is in danger because I do shout at the telly quite a lot. But
I
there you
know.
go. Such is life. The old passion is still there, sadly.
So before we get
Wasted at home.
on to what's on your plate, Jack, we've had a comment from Mr. Robbie56 on
He's still
TikTok.
kicking then, is he?
Go on, Bobby.
Why did Jack go to Notts pre-season game equals traitor?
Oh yes,
Right.
I saw that. Yes, explain, Jack.
I will explain. So, obviously, we had Oldham on Saturday, didn't we not?
Yes, we had all
So, we had Oldham on Saturday. And I was going to Oldham, but the trains on the way back, half of the journey back was rail replacement. And the last time I got a rail replacement, I didn't get home until 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it was at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but still, the rail replacement was at like 2, and that was from Selby. So, no, not 2, it was like 4 o'clock, and it was from Selby. And obviously, trains were just a nightmare. So about a few weeks ago, the Notts County fans kindly invited me to go watch Notts County because one, I've never been to Meadow Lane, so that's ticked off the list. And at the end of the day, it's a day out and it's a game of football.
And you're meeting friends along the way.
And there is a photo with a t-shirt with the Notts County badge on it. I wore it for about 5 minutes, and that was it. And that was just for Notts County Forever's TikTok, which is classed as Mark.
May lightning strike you down. I'm joking.
I wore it for about 5 minutes for banter, and that was it. So there you go.
Right, guys and girls. Callie, I know you've had a long day, but what's on your plate?
Do you know what? I've not even had time to decide yet. I think I've got some chops somewhere. I'll probably stick a few chops in fryer.
Jack?
I think I'm having tuna pasta with mayo.
Ooh, with mayo, okay. DJ Lee.
I had a lamb burger and a baked potato, and it was very nice.
Happy days. And I just had some rice, and that's it. Right. I want to say thank you for Callie, to Jack, to DJ Lee, Mr. T, and others who have joined. And everybody who's commented on TikTok, YouTube, and Hixie as well. We'll be back tomorrow for League One / Bradford City versus Wickham preview, and we'll be going through basically the League One games one by one, getting your score predictions, talking about Bradford City like we do. So I'm going to say thank you for coming along, everybody, again. If you like what you're hearing, Chickens on the Loose podcast on all podcast services, feel free to like and give us some feedback. If you think we're boring, tell me and I'll try to improve it. Also, a small Facebook page, Up the Chickens on Facebook, where we do Golden Goal every match day and Super 6 every season. I'll have to have a word with Callie about Super 6 because I think we've got an issue with Super 6, but I'm not quite sure. But anyway, thanks to everybody for coming along. Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and always, up the fucking chickens. Good night.